the Sabbath fulfilled in Christ, but rest and worship to be preserved. Now there is no doubt that the ceremonial content of this precept was abolished by Christ's coming, for he is the truth, who by his presence makes all these symbols disappear. He is the body, in respect of whom the shadows flee away. He is, I say, the Sabbath's true fulfillment, since buried with him in baptism, we are grafted into the fellowship of his death, in order that, as those who share in his resurrection, we may walk in newness of life. That is why the Apostle says that the Sabbath was a shadow of what was to come, and that its body is in Christ. He, as the passage well explains, is the real, solid, and substantial truth. Now this is not simply a matter of one day. It affects our entire life to the point where, dying to self, we are filled with the life of God. Hence it follows that Christians should pay no heed to the superstitious observance of days. Nevertheless, the remaining two purposes which the commandment has in view should not be included among the shadows of ancient times. They apply equally in every age. Although the Sabbath has been revoked, it does not prevent the custom among us of having certain days when, first, we gather to hear sermons, to offer public prayer, and to celebrate the sacraments, and second, when some relief is given to servants and to manual workers. There is no question that the Lord intended both things when he issued the Sabbath injunction. Ample evidence for the first is found in the practice of the Jews themselves. The second was mentioned by Moses in these words of Deuteronomy: "So that your servant and maidservant may rest as you do, remember that you are a slave in Egypt." Again in Exodus: "So that your ox, your ass, and your household may have rest." Who can deny that both these things are as relevant to us as they were to the Jews? Church assemblies are enjoined on us by God's word, and experience itself demonstrates how much we need them. Now, if there were no appointed days, when could people meet? The Apostle declares that everything should be done among us decently and in order. But there is no way that propriety and order could be preserved without this weekly arrangement. If it did not exist, we would immediately see incredible trouble and confusion in the church. So if the Lord would meet our needs in the same way as he did when he appointed the Sabbath for the Jews, let no one claim that this law is in no way meant for us. For it is quite certain that our kindly Father has provided for our needs no less than for those of the Jews. Then why, it may be asked, do we not assemble every day in order to remove this distinction between days? I would be very glad if that were the case. The cause of spiritual wisdom would be well served indeed if there were some hour in the day reserved for it. But if the weakness of many makes a daily assembly impossible, and if love forbids us pressing them further, why do we not follow the reasonable course revealed to us by God?